I've always wondered why this time of the year just felt kind of different for me. April. Have you ever felt differently in this time of the year? Let's talk about it. Welcome, guys. My name is Patrice, The.Patrice.Denise. I'm over here living a healthy, sustainable life, one day at a time, one step at a time. Thank you for joining this video. If you're new, welcome, 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 welcome. If you're not new, thank you for joining me again. But I have been seeing a few videos about the April theory. Have y'all? Well, if you haven't, let's talk about it. And if you have, let's talk about it. So this time of the year, it just seems a little bit different for me. It hits different. It's about change. It's about movement. It's about going deeper. It's about focusing again. It's about re-energizing and reigniting. It's about locking in. I recently did a video about locking in and why I'm locking in for the next 90 days at least, but forever, right? I'm going to continue to lock in, but because my birthday is coming up. And then I just was wondering why I always feel different around this time of the year. And then I started seeing some videos about the April theory. What is the April theory? It's the idea that April is not just an average month, but it's a month about change, intensity, emotional transitions. We start to see different things going on around this time of year, fresh starts, major realizations. We might see breakups, but then we see people who have transformed after these different breakups. We see revolutions, just people wanting change around this time of the year. And I want us to use this time of the year, this energy that we see, that we feel, in a good and positive way to propel us to reach those goals that we have set out for this year. So why does April feel different? For one, it's a seasonal shift. So we're out, well, if you're in this time, if you're in the area that I am in the United States, then you would be in the same kind of season that I am in. But it's a seasonal shift where we are done with the winter months. We're done with the cold. We're done with the snow and the sleet and the ice. And we're moving into, now the flowers are blooming. The pollen is here. Woo! The pollen is here. But we're moving into seeing those flowers blooming, the grass, we got to get our grass cut. We are seeing just more sunshine. The time has changed for some of us who have, go through the time change of the spring forward, where the time goes back, and now we're seeing sunlight more throughout the day, so the time is changing. So it's that seasonal shift. We're getting more vitamin D. We're feeling the energy. We're feeling good. We want to be outside, so we want some type of change. So there is a seasonal shift during the month of April. But it's not only about the weather. There's also more like major shifts that occur during the month of April. So we see movement. We see, and if you look back in history, you would see a lot of revolutions and political movements, different shifts like that occur during this time of the year as well. This time of the year, a lot of people like to take risk. I can attest to that myself, because if I look back and I go back to my jobs, if you know me in real life, you know what I'm talking about. But around this time of year, I always felt that I needed a change. And so if I look back at my resume, I always started a new job, or I left one job and then started a new job at the end of April, beginning of May. So I started feeling risky and froggish, wanting to jump at the end of April, or in April, and then I would find that new job and start that new job in May. Now this time, I'm not feeling froggy. I like my job. I am not leaving from where I'm at with my job right now. I like my job. But we want that change. We want something new. We want something fresh. And so we feel the need to start searching and finding something new and getting into something new. And then there's the psychological factor. So like I said, we're over with the winter part, but also the new year started in January. So in January, we started a new year. We had our resolutions. We had our goals set. We had everything in place to accomplish those goals. We were moving. And then January kept going. February came, March came, kind of slowed down. But now April is the end of March is the end of the first quarter, April is the beginning of the second quarter of the year, and we're ready to jump back in. So there's that psychological factor involved as well, where we're wanting to do more, we're wanting to get back into it, we're wanting to refocus, we're wanting to realign ourselves. So this is a great time of year that we can use what's going on around us, what we're feeling, and really dive deep in, focus, lock in, get back into it, and accomplish those goals that we set out for this year. So how are we going to use this April theory, this time of change, to our best advantage? How are we going to use it in a positive way? Well, first of all, we're going to embrace the change. We're going to allow the things to shift. We're going to walk into that shift. We're going to walk into this movement, and we're going to, sometimes like they say, when there's a tide, you're supposed to walk in a line with the tide. We're going to walk into it. We're going to allow this shift. We're going to allow this change, but we're going to use it to our advantage. So what can you do during this time? What can you lock into? Think about it. What are you wanting to accomplish this year? What do you want to achieve this year? What can you walk into right now during this time to help you to reach those goals that you set out to reach? For me, I am into my running journey, so I wanted something more. So I am working towards reaching a 10K. I did the 5K, and now I'm working towards reaching a 10K. I also, and this video will come out soon, but I did post it on my community tab, where I am in a little challenge with myself, trying to do a 30-day plank challenge, as well as a push-up challenge, and then a squat challenge. And then 2.0 Mommy, I'll link her channel down below. She also is doing a walking challenge, and I jumped right into that. It's something going on right now. I'm jumping into it. So use this, embrace this energy that's here, and walk into it. And as we're embracing the change, and as we're finding out things and refocusing on the things that we want to accomplish, take time to reflect. So look at where you're at right now. So like I said, with my running journey, I got to the 5K. I was doing good with that. I had a good pace, a good time, and now I want to move forward. So reflect on where you're at. In my financial journey, as you see, sometimes I give you information on how I'm doing with my finances. I was able to pay off a credit card in March. I needed to look at where I'm at with my finances, and now I can, get into this movement and use this energy to continue to move forward with savings, because this is the month for me to save. So continue to move forward with savings in the month of April. If it's something dealing with your career, analyze where you're at right now in your career. Is there something that you want to change? Is there something that you want to do? Are you wanting to go further? Are you wanting to retire? I don't know what it may be, but look at the goal that you have set. Reflect on where you're at right now. If it's a weight loss goal, reflect on where you're at right now, and then ask yourself, what can I do during this time where I'm feeling it, where I'm ready to push harder? What can I do to move forward? They say if you do something for 21 days straight, it becomes, you're locked in. If you start a habit and you do it over and over and over, consistency, over and over and over for at least 21 days, then now it is ingrained in you. So use this time, this month of April, to lock in with whatever habit or whatever you're trying to accomplish, to make it stick. And then stay grounded. So you're using the energy, you're moving with the energy, you're taking the time to reflect and to analyze where you're at, but stay grounded. So for me, that I like to journal. I like to journal in the morning. I like to write out my prayers, and then I like to journal. So journaling may be a way for you. Prayer time is another way to stay grounded. Exercise, even if, like I said, I'm running, but you don't have to do that. Even if you're taking a stroll, a walk, a 30-minute exercise, strength training, whatever it may be, use that time to help you to stay grounded. But just find something that keeps you balanced. You might do a video diary. This for me, YouTube is my video diary. You might do a picture diary where you're just taking pictures of things. Find a way to stay grounded so that you can stay focused. April is also stress management month, and I did on my community tab post some different things that you can do to help with stress management. So definitely check that out as well. But not to make this video long at all, I wanted just to pop in here and say April is the time for us to refocus, to lock in, to get into this. Use this time where you are, listen, I recently, and I knew I was feeling something because I recently did a good cleanup. April is a time where you do, you know, the spring cleaning. I did a good cleanup around the house. I need to do it in here too, but that's beside the point. But I did a good cleanup in the house and I threw things out. I bought some new things to, in another video you'll see I bought a cabinet for my supplements. I bought there's some dressers for the kids for their clothes because we're going through the clothes. But I just felt like this changed. I wanted to do something. I wanted to go with the movement. So use this time now here if you're feeling it. I feel it. Hopefully this is coming through to you through this video for you to feel it. But use this time to reignite yourself. Dive deep into what you want to accomplish. It does not have to be about exercise, but I want you to be healthy. So I do focus on exercise and wellness. But if it's, like I said, a career goal, finances, your mental health, your emotional health, spiritual health, and also your physical and fitness health, definitely dive deeper into it and use this time, this April theory, where it is time of movement, time of change, us wanting to do more. Use this time and do more and stay in tune and locked in so that you can continue to use those habits and move forward in life. I thank you guys for sticking with me for yet another video. As always, I love you guys. We're locked in, we're focused, we're continuing on. We're using this April theory to our advantage as we continue to push further. I love you guys again, and God bless.